Hey everybody, welcome to this tutorial on writing your own trading bot. I'm Jorge Caballero, and hopefully by the end of this tutorial, we're going to have all of you with your very own algorithmic trading bots out there in the wild making you tons and tons of fake money. So the first thing you're going to have to do is navigate over to alpaca.markets. What you're going to do here is sign up for an account with Alpaca. Make sure to sign up for a paper trading account, not a live trading account. So you've set yourself up with an Alpaca paper trading account. If you'll notice, I have $101,000 in equity. That means money that I have invested, and I have $187,000 in buying power. This is money that I don't have invested, but is free to float around, and I'm able to use that for whatever I want to do. This is the money that I'm actually going to invest with. This is the money that's already invested. Now, of course, none of this is real. I don't actually have this much money just sitting around. I don't have this much money invested. This is a paper trading account. That means that this is its own self-contained little universe. Nothing we really do here has any real-world impact. So feel free to lose all your money. If anything ever happens, just click reset and give yourself whatever amount of money you want to start off with. Keep in mind, if you do reset it, you'll have to go in, view your API keys again, and write down your new API key. Now you might be wondering, what API keys? Well, when you're sitting in your paper overview window, navigate over to the right-hand side, your API keys. Now go ahead and hit view. Keep this secret. These are your personal identifying keys. This is how you're going to access your individual account. Now that we have our brokerage account squared away, it's time to fire up that IDE. I'll be using PyCharm for this tutorial, but again, you're welcome to use whatever you want. Go ahead and open up a brand new project. I've decided to label mine a bot, but of course that doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to start off by deleting all the script that I don't need. And we're going to start with importing requests. First, we're going to be accessing our account through the API. So we're going to need those three things from earlier. So navigate over to your Alpaca account and view your keys and pull first the endpoint. Next, I'm going to pull my API key ID. So we're going to be accessing our account first through the API. Go back and wherever you stored that information from earlier, your secret key in that URL that you saw when you hit view keys. If you don't have them anymore, go back onto your account and see view keys, and I'm going to be doing the same. I'm going to be flipping back and forth. First, I'm going to copy my endpoint. Next, I'm going to be copying my API key ID. And finally, my secret key. And our account URL, which is different from our base point URL, is going to be a combination of our base point URL Next, we're going to make our actual request. Besides just sending the URL, we need to send a couple other things to this key. In the documentation, they're listed as headers. And you'll want to copy this exactly. Now this is coming straight from their documentation. And now let's see what happens. Cool. This is my account down at the bottom. So basically what we did is using the Python requests object, we configured a few things like our account URL and some headers, and it just took this information and it sent it over to Alpaca, and Alpaca sent this back to us. And if you can see, there's my account number, there's my status, active, crypto status, active, currency, US dollars, my buying power. Cool. Okay, now that we got access to our account, it's time to set ourselves up to place an order. It's essentially the same as the account URL, except this time we're going to change accounts to orders. Let's just make a function to keep this a little cleaner. Now, according to the documentation, there's a few things we need to send. So we have our method set up. Now let's actually place an order. I'm going to go with a marker of NVDA. That stands for NVIDIA, which is what I wish my computer had, so OBS Studio wouldn't keep crashing on me while I was trying to make this tutorial. I'm going to place an order for 10 shares of NVIDIA. My order side is going to be a buy. The type of order I'm going to place is a regular market order. Nothing fancy here, no options. And my time and place is going to be GTC, which stands for good till canceled. That means our buy order is going to be floating around until we cancel it. Forgot one thing. Order request. I need to show my content. Okay, so here's my order ID, the client, the time the order was created at. So if you see here, expired at, canceled at. If you move over to your Alpaca account to the dashboard, you should actually see this account, this order, just sitting in your account right now. So as I said, I navigated over to my Alpaca account, and there, down at the bottom, at my order history, we see NVIDIA. Status accepted. It was a market buy for 10 shares. Now the next steps are for you to implement how you're going to place your order. You got to implement your own algorithm. If you're interested in learning about the kinds of algorithms that you can implement, I'll be giving a talk at SDSU in November, and you're welcome to attend. I'll be going over all sorts of different high-frequency trading algorithms.